Hello again. Free Spirit here. I'm just going to put out a lot of these little impromptu videos that I don't have to do much editing for. I'm still going to do some good, longer, ASMR intensive videos. But I just keep thinking of you guys, and I just want to touch base and let you know that I'm thinking about you. Hopefully you're not going stir crazy. It's been pretty good over here. I have a lot of little projects going and playing with the animals and getting attacked by the animals. And speaking of whom, Miss, I have you back here in my room. And, yeah, there she is. I was going to say that for a change, I have Miss Margot sitting over here on the bed. Okay, well, Abby has her own opinion about all this, but we do have Miss Margot back here. You can't really see her yet because my reason for making this video is sitting here in the way. Well, today I'm going to get out and get some fresh air. I've been going out in the backyard a lot. Anyway, walking the dogs and checking on the horses. And day before yesterday, I did some grooming with them. Just brushing, dry brushing. And oh my gosh, they are shedding like crazy. So, I'm sure that felt pretty good. And that feeling in your ear right now is Miss Abby's tail. The very tip of the tail is giving you a little ear cleaning. Right, Abby? Yep. Are you finished? She just has her tail sitting right on your ear. She's not moving. I love this blanket. It's hand crocheted from my auntie. So anyway, I was just looking for, I have a big box of gloves, so one of the perks of working in the medical field for so long, and I had them put away back in where I keep all of my ASMR props. I have some storage boxes and shelves and stuff, and so I moved the dividers out of the way and got back in there and got my box of gloves, which, of course, a lot of ASMR artists have those now as well, because gloves are a nice accessory to ASMR. And in the process of doing that, I came across this, and it has a bunch of things in it that I had gotten an idea might be kind of fun for a little video, show and tell. So I think today is the day. And it feels kind of retro. So even though this bag is very 70s, it's not really old. I got it at one of the vendors at a gem show. So that was just perfectly me. I love the colors and the patterns and the way it's set up. I'm not a purse person. I just have to be practical, and I can't have it too big, or I end up putting everything in there. But this has such a nice soft strap. It's all cotton. It's very adjustable. I can wear it across my body, or I can make it shorter and just have it on my shoulder. I love the colors and the pattern. Alright, let me show you from the front. So it has this cool wooden ring just like hang your keys on there and make it easy to find. And then it has a little zippered area here. Those items you want to be able to keep close by. It's not very big, but it is separated from the rest of the bag. So that's handy. Then a Velcro attachment right there. Where and then there's another zippered area. This one's much bigger. So that'd be a secure place for your wallet or other papers that you need to get at if you're traveling. And then the main pouch is in here with the mystery items. And there's one last side pouch. And it goes all the way down to the bottom, so that's a pretty big one. I like having a lot of places to keep things, so I don't have to search around and dig through everything. I'd forgotten I had this bag, so I need to leave it out so I can use it. But in the meantime, let's see our first item. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you just how old I am. This item, nice and small, fits in my hand. I bet some of you already can guess what it is. You might recognize it. Very old school. A flip phone. Purple. It was my favorite phone. I was so sad the technology changed. But I couldn't text with it or anything because you had to push the button like A, B, C. And then go to the next one, D, E, F. So slow. And no touch screen or anything like that, of course. So I had this little indicator down here. Very fancy. And open it like so. Look at that screen. So tiny. And the print was so small. Could barely read numbers. But I just loved because it was small and I could just close it. I loved it. And see, the keypad is just a telephone keypad. Funny. They just kept getting bigger and bigger. And then they got lighter at least, so the one I have now is twice the size. But it's thin and it's light. And this one had a very fancy antenna. Because you had to have an antenna to get good reception. How do you open it? Okay, I figured it out. There's a little notch right there. See that little thing? Pull that up. Hello? Can you hear me now? Can Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yeah. Isn't that funny? And of course, you can never hear each other because this thing is ridiculous. Okay, first item. So the second item is a set of 3 things. These were made by my mom. I'm going to put them up in my bathroom. Had them stashed away so long I forgot I had them. I've had them on the walls of at least the last 3 places that I've lived. And I had them at work for a while. Look how cute these are. Pressed flowers. Little tiny violets. She signed it, Sophie. Hello, Miss Miss. That's the first one. And here's the second one. Not sure what kind of flower this is. Just a little wildflower. May have faded a little bit over the years. Very, very light yellow. And a golden center. And she found these little frames that were very plain. And she painted them. The blue. And the green. And the last one is white. Another type of wildflower. She's quite a gardener. She loved growing flowers. Well, she still loves flowers, but she doesn't have a big yard anymore. But she does have a beautiful backyard that overlooks a natural wildlife preserve. So she doesn't garden, but she gets to see all the critters and all the wildflowers. I love these. They have a little hole here so you can hang it on a hook. One, two, three. Oh, Abby's off. She's upset because she hears the kids outside. And of course, of the whole backyard, they have to be outside my window. That's the way it is here. Can't do social distancing. They magnetize to me. See this fabric? This is my blanket, the crochet blanket. Okay, next. You know, the longer I take here, the more I'm stalling cleaning my kitchen. Okay, which next? Oh, this little one first. I love this fabric, the silky covering. to have like a travel kit. It had a little bag with the same fabric, and it was padded. And when you opened it up, there was this padded, like a cord with this material on it as well. And it snapped into one side, and you could unsnap it and put rings and necklaces on it, and then snap it back up and roll the bag up. So you could take your jewelry safely when you traveled. And this was part of the kit. And this was for your purse. It's getting rowdy in here with the dogs. They hear the kids out there. They're not supposed to be on that side. They have their own backyard, but of course they like to get out. So here's this little snap. Snap, snap. You know what it is. Has a little mirror right there. Ooh. It's a lipstick case. Put your lipstick in there. And then you take it out. Apply it. And then check yourself in the mirror. Make sure you're looking good. But I don't wear lipstick, so every time I clear through things to get rid of things or give them away, I just can't part with this. So maybe now that I've shared it with you, I'll find a home for it. It's too cute. The bottom has cardboard in it to protect your lipstick. Okay, let's see. Two more items. They're both a little complicated. Oh no, I have three more items. Okay. This one goes with the next one as well. After I show you everything, I'll tell you a story of something that I did with this and the next item, besides the obvious. There's the little pouch, and this was high tech the year that I got it. I never really got great at using it. I don't know, Apple products. It's supposed to be very easy. But it seemed like every time I wanted to add music from somewhere else, or, I don't know, import music from other people's lists, it would always have to reset the whole thing, and sometimes I would lose things. I don't know. I probably just didn't know what I was doing back then, but this was great to have. It really actually had a pretty good capacity. How much was on this iPod? Well, 2 gigabytes, which most people listen to music, probably that would be a joke. But for me, it was fantastic. And I would take it when I went camping. And well, hello. Oh, now we're going to have a fight. So, yeah, I had the iPod, the very first prototype, or whatever I guess you call it. And then I had the headphones, so I could listen to it when I went camping, falling asleep, etc. But then, I think this was a gift from my boss, one of my bosses. And then the next year, I bought this to go with it. Things were not really wireless back then, you know. So I got one of these things. portable speaker system. And that was that was a game changer. And it sounded pretty good, actually. So it had 2 speakers. And then this was the controls in the middle. And this is where the batteries would go. This is the volume control here. It still is. It's just not being used. On and off. Yeah, and you could unplug these, so you could pack everything easily. And you just connect the iPod to the speakers, and there you went, having a nice little tent party. Very fancy, eh? Yeah. So, the great story, I think, is the year that I was in a parade in my little hometown, and we did costumes, and there were prizes for best costumes and whatnot. And so my friend and I decided to ride our horses. She had an Arabian, and I did too. And we decided to make costumes, Arabian costumes, and dress as Bedouins. And at the last minute, I got this great idea. And I loaded a few songs in here. And I put this, I have English saddle, and on the front of the saddle, I have saddle bags called a pommel bag. And I put my little portable speaker system in there. I put one speaker on each side pouch facing out. And I played Arabian music as we marched down the street. It was so cool. And you could really hear it. And people were just like looking around like, how are you doing that? Where's the music coming from? It's just 2 girls riding horses. It was great. And we won first prize. So that was a really fun time. I have pictures of that I'll share on my Picture My Life video, which is an ongoing project at the moment. Something for me to focus on for sure, looking through old photos. Oh my goodness. So, pretty cool, huh? Yeah. And the last item actually was given to me by my boss. It was his, and he passed it on. So cool. Very old box, which just barely fits all the stuff inside. It's kind of squished. Squish, 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 squish. I don't think you'll be able to guess this one. So it's a little pouch with a snap. And inside, something very old. I'll show you different angles of it. See if you can guess what it is. Can you see through there? It's like a space. And then there's this thing up here. Looks like binoculars. A microscope. Do you know what it is? It is called microfish viewer. Congratulations! Your new microfish viewer makes it possible for you to carry an array of topographic maps and entire volumes of important outdoor information at a fraction of the regular weight, bulk, and cost. It's so cute. My boss is a big outdoor advocate, and when I first came to California and I got my job back in 1979, he was the one that introduced me to Yosemite and to a lot of beautiful hikes like Mount Whitney. And so he had lots of maps, and I really love maps. And I don't think he ever really used this for that purpose. I think he found it in an old store. But check this out. He also gave me a bunch of the maps that comes with the microfish viewer. And this whole packet. And this one says Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Park. And this one says Star's Guide to the John Muir Trail and the High Sierra region. Oh, some of my favorite places on the planet, and my boss's too. The last one is Yosemite. And when you open this, open the protective cover, and then try not to touch it with your fingers. Look at that. Like old photo negatives and cellophane. And this one says Maps and Navigation. So this is like the content. These are all the different maps that are on there, which you can't really see anything at this time. I don't know if it's worn off or not, but that I think is just the guide to show you what's in this package. And then here's an actual map. This one says, I can't read it. It says, it's backwards. And upside down. Okay, here we go. Yosemite, Lake Eleanor, Hatch Hatchie Wilderness. Oh, yeah. So, there are two, what do you call these? Panes of glass, sort of. Two views of two different maps. And then you would just take this. See, there's a viewing window. There's like, not a viewing window. This little more transparent area so the light can shine through. And you put this down in there. Line it up. And then you could look through here. Can you see it? See? Oh, is that it? Wow, look at that. You can see it. That's pretty cool. I didn't think that would work. Wow. It's much more clear than I thought. Okay, here we go. Lake Eleanor quadrangle. It's actually a very good topo map. Okay. Yep. See it? A little bit of a reflection too. I see it. And then I guess you could focus a little bit better. It's pretty cool. It's like the old Viewmaster. Remember that? the wheel with all the little pictures on it from places around the world, and you'd put it in there and go click, click on the side, and it would turn. Click, click, next. Click, click. Old-fashioned kind of toys were kind of fun. So yeah, look at all of these cute little maps. I'm going to spend a little time looking at these later on, I think. Matterhorn Peak. El Portal. A lot of places I've hiked in Yosemite. Tuolumne Meadows. Mono Crater. What is this one? Merced Peak and Devil's Post Pile. You know, the Pacific Crest Trail goes through Yosemite too, so I have hiked a little bit of that in the park. This one is Mariposa and Bass Lake. And the last one, oh, it's a gold one. What is this? Yosemite, Shut-Eye Peak, and Geyser Peak. And each one comes in a little hard plastic sleeve to keep them protected. I can't believe how very clear and not faded they are. You can actually really see those topo maps. Cool. I'm going to keep these out so I can look at them. High Sierra region. Yeah. We can dream about the trails this year. There's not going to be too many people out there on them. Alright, my dears. That was the last item. I'm happy to have shared them with you because now I can use a few of them and I can use my bag. And this turned out to be kind of a long video after all. Great tappity tap items, in my opinion. Very retro, possibly antiques. Alright, my darlings, my wonderful friends. Just gonna make some weird sounds. I love fabric sounds. Miss Margot has returned. She must sense that the video is ending and she can have her bed back. Alright, let me know what you guys are doing. Are you being creative? Are you resting? Are you feeling kind of like everything's fine and kind of normal for you as much as possible? Because you know, when you turn off the news and you just focus on what's around you in the very presence of your house, or watch a good movie, get a good laugh, the rest of the world goes away. Gives your brain a rest. Gives your heart a break. Nothing wrong with that at all. Take a nice hot bath. Or even just fill up a nice pan to soak your feet in with some Epsom salt because that helps to pull the toxic energies out. Kind of clears things The feet hold a lot, and you can do reflexology. Give yourself a nice massage with pressure between the toes and down the bottom of the foot. If you're not too ticklish, do it a little bit more firmly. And get those meridians opened and processing, and then soak your feet in nice hot water, Epsom salts, and other types of salts, and a nice fragrance, essential oils, something like eucalyptus or peppermint. It'll pep you up. Or if you want to go to sleep afterwards, use some lavender. Alright, let me know what you're doing, okay? It's good to share. Makes you feel more sane. Everybody has their own way of looking at things. And maybe you can suggest something that will be new to someone else. I'm gonna do some more cooking. Working on that dang paint by number that I got. Oh my god, that thing is so intricate and it's driving me nuts. But this is a good time to get it done. What else? I have lots of little projects, but I've been pretty lazy. But we have lots of time to do things now. So let's not waste that. And let's not get sucked in and not forget that staying in balance is not a selfish thing. It helps everybody else as well. Even if you're not around anyone. Everybody's giving off energy. Everybody has good and bad in their aura. And right now we need to just be focusing on really good energy as much as possible. Little things, little things, little things, little things. So that's what I'm going to do too. Okie dokie. You be good, right? Stay out of trouble. Stay healthy. Giving you virtual hugs. Bye for now. I'll see you soon.